Thanks for tuning in to the Conscious Hour. Let's talk about nukes. When Hubert Walker Bush was president, he came out with a plan to build 2,000 more nuclear weapons. At that time, we had over, I think, 3,000 nuclear weapons. Could have been 6,000. It's been a long time ago. Anyways, he wanted to build it, but he got stopped down. It was a $2 trillion project. But look where we are today. We've been accusing, the West has, oh, Iran could have nuclear weapons. They're going to have nuclear weapons. No, they don't have nuclear weapons. They don't want them. They have nuclear reactors. But let's get after this one and listen to what Anthony Aguilar is going to tell you, a reality check. And then I'm going to add some more stuff in there so you can really put the bigger picture together. Here we go. Sorry for the delay.
So when you look at the Turkey and Pakistan are a military powerhouse. Pakistan also has nuclear weapons. They have quite a bit. They have nuclear capable ballistic and nuclear capable cruise missiles within their array of missiles. They have what's interesting is that because Pakistan has built their missile capability not based on here's a nuke and it's a nuke. They've based it on nuclear warhead. What are the things we can fit it on? So they've taken the advantage of, we're not looking at global dominance, we're looking at regional dominance. So how do we make the Swiss Army knife not necessarily the exquisite katana blade, but it's effective? But here's the thing. Their short-range ballistic nuclear missiles, their Haf-K and their Ghaznavi missile, that warhead, guess what? It can fit. It can be adapted to fit the Sej-2 and the Khorramshan class of Iranian missiles. Whoa. And if you think that this alliance between Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey ends with just those three, this is going to grow. This alliance is less of an affront to Iran and more of an ultimatum or a mandate to the United States to saying, hey, we're going our own way. The United States, are unable to guarantee security. Our bases have been your bases have been destroyed, which are in our countries. Our capabilities have been destroyed. We're going to look at different options that include us, organic, homegrown, our backyard. So now Turkey doesn't have their own nuclear weapons. In fact, they are non-nuclear weapons state according to the NPT. But here's the thing. Turkey has 47. They used to have 50. 3 were tested. They have 47 of the U.S. Missiles in Turkey. They I guess they hold them for us. I don't know, like hold my purse, hold my nuke. They have U.S. nukes.
Oh, nukes.
Oh yeah, yes, absolutely. They have 47 U.S. B-61 nuclear bombs. Remember I talked about the last time we discussed it in terms of nuclear capability the U.S. has? We have 2 nuclear submarines. We have the USS Ohio and the USS Alaska, one sitting in the Mediterranean, one sitting in the Arabian Sea, that each have nuclear capability, Trident nukes. That's like Armageddon nuclear war. That's a nuclear mutually assured destruction. But the United States also maintains an arsenal of multiple hundreds of variants of the B-61, the B-61K, the B-61G, gravity nuclear bombs, which can be equipped to different warheads, to different munitions, in states, in countries throughout the region. Turkey, Saudi Arabia, on ships, already in stockpiles of armament. So yes, Turkey safeguards and stores 47 U.S. B-61 variant nuclear bombs. That's a fact. So if things go sour, you think, the United States is going to be like, give us our nukes back, or you can't use them. Turkey's going to be like, yeah, pound sand. They're ours now.
So think of that. All the nuclear weapons he just described. And we have Donald Trump saying, and the West saying, oh, Iran has nuclear weapons. No, they don't. They don't have them. In fact, you could buy nuclear weapons on the open market years ago. So we've been pushing this red herring that Iran is the problem, when in fact, it's this military-industrial complex that has basically taken over the world, spread out its nuclear weapons. We had the NPT, the Non-Proliferation Treaty. It was an idea that, okay, we're going to minimize the amount of nukes. We don't ever want to use them. But then Hubert Walker Bush, like I said before, had Complex 21, and he wanted to build 2,000 more nukes. Luckily, it got shut down. I was intimately involved with that process, making sure that the American public had a say in our decision-making. Look where we are today. We're ready to blow up the world because of what? Well, because Israel and the United States want to control Iran. They want their resources. They want to control everything. So what do, folks? We all need to be speaking out. We need to shut this thing down, and we need to take these nukes and, pardon me, get rid of them. Why do we have to have a military-industrial complex? Why can't we have an industrial complex where all countries work together on the betterment of building a world based on peace, mutual respect, trade, open borders, and get rid of this old hegemony, this game of war? It's old, it's dead. Or we can do one thing, blow the world up, and then we'll just go through a reset. So which one do you want? Door number one, let's go down this road and blow the world up and have a major war? Or let's just say, hey, we're going to go to sovereign nations and we're all going to work together and we're going to get rid of the military-industrial complex. Oh my God, you imagine how pissed off the contractors are going to be? Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Marriott, all these big, huge corporations going to be freaking out. We don't have any money. No, no, no. You are corporations. You can adapt. You can build new things. And there's a whole new plan once we get rid of this psychopathy of we can go have wars and make profits off wars. There's a whole other plan where we can build industrial tools, we'll call it, things that we need to build a global economy based on peace. It's called Reboot 3.0, folks. And this old movie I'm watching right now at 74 years old, I'm going, oh, come on. Let's stop this game. So if you want to stop this game, let me know. Hit the like button, hit the share button. And eventually I'm going to be rolling out this plan. I'm just waiting for the right moment. Thanks for tuning into the Conscious Hour. Remember, it's your conscious hour for all of us to wake up, come together, because we, the people, can dictate our future, not the old military-industrial complex.